afternoon, everyone. My name is Anna Pianzo-Cotton. I'm Vice President of Workforce Development and Lifelong Learning here at Rowan College at Burlington County. And we are incredibly thankful for all of the support and all of the partners that have made this possible for us to stand here today. Especially, I want to acknowledge some of our guests who are here with us today. Colonel Frederick Thaden, who is joining us and will be speaking later in the agenda. I also want to acknowledge Jude Maricone, Education Chief from, join please. Stephanie Klein from the Department of Education, who's, Department of Energy rather, I'm sorry, who's made this possible, as well as, and Tenley Dahlstrom from the Solar Ready Vets Foundation, who've all together. So together, we've been able to put this together. President Drayton asked me to welcome you all here to our college and to start this, this culmination of this tremendous initiative. Solar Ready Vets combines three things that we are committed to and love to participate in: serving veterans as they transition to civilian life, partnering with employers and industry to provide training for in-demand careers, and providing high-quality science, technology, engineering, and mathematics programs. This is just one example of the ways that we bring these initiatives together to provide services and to develop programs. Veterans are now receiving free training that will lead to careers in solar energy, and they will make great additions to the teams of all of the employers who are also involved here. RCBC's Workforce Development Institute is committed to these goals and provides many services that assist our employers, such as professional development, ongoing tuition reimbursement, and partnerships, and helping to develop talent development pipelines and hire qualified employees. These pathways to sustainable employment and the efforts to create these pathways and serve those who have so nobly served our country as they transition to new careers is something to which we are deeply committed as a college and a workforce development institute. Just on the other side of this building, as we speak, we have a group of women who have been going through preparation this past week through the Women in Sustainable Employment Initiative. And this focuses on access to energy, utility, and construction, non-traditional jobs for women. Among the 12 students in that program, we also have 2 veterans who are involved. So across all of what we do, we're really looking at ways that we can continue to build these pathways and build these pipelines. So again, I just want to thank everyone who's been involved in this initiative for taking the time to explore, on the part of the employers who've been involved in this, for taking the time to explore how hiring a veteran will enhance your company. And we look forward to Solar Ready Vets joining the teams and entering the workforce. Thank you. I'm going to turn it over to Eric Arpert, who will be speaking on behalf of our Freeholder Board.
Thank you, Anna, and thank you to everybody who made this possible, and congratulations to the graduates. Freeholder Peters apologizes he was delayed in court today in his profession, but as you'll all see when you get into yours. But he asked me to be here, and this is an important event and a program for him and for all of the freeholders. It's a shining example of their effort to combine our educational opportunities with the demands of growing industries. And this program has particular importance to them, and particularly to Freeholder Peters, as it embodies our relationship with the armed forces, their commitment to which is unwavering, and we thank you. We also want to commend all of you for your commitment and dedication to your country, our community, and yourselves, for your investment in yourselves through this program will redound to the benefit of us all. So we wish you the very best of luck in all of your future endeavors, and thank you and congratulations.
So I'm short, for those who didn't see. I'm Stephanie Klein with the Department of Energy, so I manage the Solar Ready Vets program. Congratulations to our graduates. Thank you very much for having me. My father was stationed at McGuire twice in his career, so I grew up right down the road. I'm always very happy to come back to New Jersey. So I get to talk about 2 things today. 1, the future of solar, and 2, as a former Marine Corps officer, I get to give you a short safety brief, because it wouldn't be a military program without one for your career. So let's get into solar. There was an election that happened recently. And I cannot sugarcoat the fact that some incoming administration officials are not necessarily pro-renewable. But the train has already left the station. We have passed the line of departure on renewable energy. We are now at 1% of overall electric generation, which is a big deal to have done that in our country. The Obama administration, companies, nonprofits, really the country as a whole, they have pushed renewables, particularly solar, to the point of no return in our country. Jobs are growing. From the few stories that I've heard from your interview day, jobs are here. A lot of offers were made, which is fantastic. Overwhelmingly, Americans want solar. They want renewables. And this crosses party lines, it crosses geographic boundaries. Most people want renewables. The military still wants renewables. It makes tactical sense, it makes us tactically agile, and it makes us strategically advantaged to have renewables in our mix. So overall, renewables are here to stay. That being said, you need to stay vigilant. You need to know policy going into the states that you're moving to. Know about your region. Keep up with local and national energy policy. Same thing within your companies. You want to know everything that's going on. While we're in the military, we really could kind of hand off our career to a monitor who sat in an office far away and just sent down orders from on high to tell us what to do. You are now 100% in charge of your professional destiny, which is awesome and terrifying at the same time, and it can be overwhelming. First, you need to know that you're not alone in it. So you have created a huge network of people through Rowan, through Jude's leadership, Department of Energy, people that have been there before, people that can help you through it. So always feel free to reach out. And second, we are trained to live in uncertainty and to thrive in it. So the best way to do that is to always be prepared. Great situational awareness about solar policy, renewable policy, your company, other companies. That's the way you can stay sharp. I will say, being a veteran is a fantastic part of who you're about to become and who you're going to be in your next job. But it is not a skill. You need to stay tactically and technically proficient in what you do. Always learn something new. Always enhance the skills that you have and learn to broaden that. That really is the best piece of advice that I can give you as a veteran who got out a few years ago and didn't know what to do, but knew that I was a Marine Corps veteran and that was going to do it for me. At some point, it doesn't. So you guys have all done amazing things. I can see all of the beautiful bling on your chests. You are all incredibly accomplished men. And you will be incredibly accomplished veterans moving into the civilian sector. Make sure you keep sharp on all of your skills that you have and new ones moving forward. So really what I want to say on behalf of the Department of Energy, thank you so much for taking part in this program. Really, thank you to Colonel Thaden for his leadership on this. Thank you to Rowan College. It was a huge leap of faith to say we are going to let our service members take part in a program that's brand new, somewhat untested, in an industry that is still somewhat new in terms of letting our service members go into it. We cannot thank you enough for all of your support, for all of the work that you've done, for your work in the class, and for how enthusiastically you guys have taken on the interviews, taken on the class, and today. So on behalf of the Solar Foundation, Department of Energy, thank you so much for what you do, for what you've done, what you're going to do. Best of luck, and remember, you can always reach out to any of us along the way. So I know this is not your saying, but rah, get some. Congratulations.
Okay, well, first of all, let me say congratulations to the graduates. That's why we're all here. Great accomplishment, great training that you've received, and this just opens up a great opportunity for you. So I first came into awareness of this program. Stephanie and I shared emails a little while ago. That was about a year ago, maybe. I don't know. It seems like a little while ago. But so I said, okay, this sounds intriguing. Let me call a couple of friends. So I called a friend by the name of Ron Jolly, who happens to be a wing commander out at, and you're smiling, out at Hill Air Force Base. And I said, Ron, what do you know about this program? And he says, well, let me tell you what I know about this program. So I just had President Obama visit the base not too long ago. And I said, oh, really? Well, that's pretty cool. And President Obama took me aside and said, hey, Ron, you know, there's this thing called Solar Ready Vets. You really ought to check into it. And so Ron Jolly, Colonel Ron Jolly at Hill Air Force Base took that as a go-do. And they are one of the the bases, as I understand it, that's participating in the program. We are one of 10 bases in DoD that's participating in the Solar Ready Vets program. So that was my introduction to Solar Ready Vets. It's a great program. It's a great opportunity for our service members to get some training while on duty. Not bad, right? While on duty, except one of us is separated here, right there. Must be the business suit. That's right, Stanley, right? You go by Stan or Stanley? Stan, all right. So while on duty for most of us, you get this great training, and then when that separation day comes, hopefully you're out there working in the environment. So just a fantastic opportunity, and it's a pleasure for me to be here today to speak to you all principally, but I'm assuming we have family members out here, loved ones, and so forth that should be very proud of all of your accomplishments. So thanks to the cooperation that we have with Rowan College at Burlington County, thank you very much, and for the Department of Energy, obviously, Solar Ready Vets. I also want to say thank you to, where did the spokesperson go? There you are. Freeholder Peters is a great person, a great friend of the base, great friend of the military, veteran himself. Doesn't talk about that a lot, but his story is fascinating if you ever have a chance to meet with him. Pretty fascinating story, so I won't share any of that. That's his business, but it's great to have a friend like that in that kind of a position at the base to help out our very worthy service members. So thank you to, please pass that along to Freeholder Peters for me. So as of November 15, the solar industry employed about 208,000 people. That's pretty impressive, representing a growth rate of about 20% as of a year previous in November of 14. The growth continues. 2016, we saw about 240,000 workers, much like yourself, employed, soon to be employed in the solar industry. New Jersey's, as many people know, we're one of the top states, offering over 7,000 jobs in the solar industry. Over 275,000 homes, actually, I didn't realize this, but over 275,000 homes in the state of New Jersey are powered by solar energy. So speaking of renewables, it's a great option, and so certainly New Jersey's taking advantage of that. The SRV program, this program that we're all talking about today, was designed for you all. It was designed for transitioning military members, much like Stan right there. So I've never met you, right? I got a little bit of story on you. Separated not too long ago, right, from the Air Force. Thought you had some employment lined up, but it fell through. That happens often, unfortunately. But after hearing about Solar Ready Vets from someone, from a friend, fellow wingman maybe, battle buddy, whatever, shipmate, upon hearing about the Solar Ready Vets program, you decided to apply and were accepted, and here you are, graduating today. So this is really the great thing about this program, is that it offers opportunity for our veterans, folks that have served the country. As Stephanie said, they got a lot of bling on their chest. That's good. They've done some great deeds, and now they're going to go do some great deeds for the community, right, and for themselves. So once again, congratulations. It's a pleasure for me to be here. It's really an honor to recognize you all as our first graduates of the Solar Ready Vets program here. So congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause.
Good afternoon. I'm the sacrificial lamb to come and talk to us as a student for the program. I'll introduce myself, Technical Sergeant Stephen Gatchell, 305th Maintenance Group, McGuire. Graduating this class has actually been a good accomplishment. 41 years old, 20 years in the military. I'm still not sure what I wanted to do for when I grow up. So when this program was entered in my email box, I had the opportunity to read up on it, and I thought it would be a good idea. Solar is cool, renewable energy. I'm a car hog. I happen to like my vehicles. I own 6 of them. So I figured, hey, solar on the house is good because it leaves the gas and oil for my cars. You know, I think back and I look at the last 6 weeks. I like to thank Andy, who was our instructor, hands-on, Mike, which I don't believe has showed up yet. He was our technical guy. very knowledgeable individuals. It actually felt like being in the military for our technical schools. Very fast-paced, a lot of information kind of thrown down at us for a 6-week time. I mean, it's as long as some tech schools for the Air Force anyway. The opportunities that the Solar Ready Vet program opens up for us. I mean, it gives us the skills and it gives us the knowledge to be able to open those doors to an entire area of solar, you know, whether it be sales or installation or just being safety. You know, and it's an opportunity that I actually enjoy, and it's definitely something that I'm going to try to pass on, and my fellow wingmen in the Air Force that are still in, kind of push it to them, because you can't beat being able to go to a school while you're on active duty and learn a trade that you won't have access to unless you're a part of it. So again, I'd like to thank the people that were a part of this, my leadership for allowing me to come instead of making me work and do EPRs. Thank you again, I appreciate it.
Good afternoon, I'm Christine Lipsack. I was the program coordinator for the Solar Ready Vets, helping everybody get through the program, coordinating the employers. Along with me is Andy Mackey, who did our hands-on portion for the instruction. Andy's going to hand out the certificates along with Colonel Thaden. So as your name is called, come up and grab your certificate.
So the Senior Airman David Baker. All right. We're going to have a... Yeah. Let's do this. All right. Okay, Technical Sergeant Stephen Gatchell. Thank you. Sergeant First Class Gregory. All right. Got a picture back there. Did you get it? Okay. Chief Petty Officer Wellington Menace. Menace, all right. Congratulations. More? Got it? Okay. All right. Petty Officer Sang Kim. And Sergeant First Class Gary McCarthy. You're welcome. Sergeant First Class Michael McKinney. Here we go. There are more pictures in there we're taking. You got one?
I did, thank you.
All right. It's important. Big match. Technical Sergeant Matthew Muschel. All right. There you go. You can keep that. Senior Airman Stanley Miller. Sergeant First Class Greg Seaman. Yes, sir. Outstanding. Last name Seaman. He said it should have been in the name. Technical Sergeant Corey Smith. All right, good job, Steve. Okay.
On behalf of Rowan College and the Workforce Development Institute, I thank you all for participating. Thank you all for coming here today.